Okay. Welcome to the new restroom. I hope you guys like this. It's to me a big improvement over nothing. Not having anything in the past, so this is really nice. And hopefully we'll have some TVs up for you here real soon, so you can call over.
Thursday afternoon.
Is that right? That's great. So it'll be ready for game time.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, fire away.
How excited are you about the potential recruiting advantages of new Poly Pavilion?
Yeah, it's great for us. I mean, all of you know I've had a chance to go through it and see everything, and comparing it to what was here before. It's just night and day. This building deserved to have the makeover done, and I think it's been done very tastefully. We still have the feeling of Poly Pavilion and the history and tradition, but everything's new. It's modern. All the modern technology, all the modern bells and whistles, and it's just a huge improvement. So it definitely helps recruit.
Ben, what's the update on Shabazz's shoulder, and where's he at in that whole?
Yeah, it's kind of day to day now. He at the end of practice is running with our team, and he's able to shoot now, and it's improving, and he's real close. Tyler Lamb today went through a half an hour of practice, probably actually about 40 minutes, and assuming that his knee responds the way we expect and not a lot of swelling, he'll probably go an hour tomorrow and increase it even a little bit more for Thursday. So hopefully he'll be available, even though he's got a lot to do to get back to full game shape the way he was this summer when we played in China. Essentially he's been out for over a month now.
When you say, Shabazz is day to day, I mean, is he even a possibility for Friday, or?
Physically?
Yeah, physically.
There's a possibility for sure.
Given the depth issues, is there any thought to, experimenting with like a zone or anything like that defensive way to start the year?
Yeah, not really. We're not that super quick or athletic. Our man will be like a zone. It's more about length and positioning than it is, our great overwhelming quickness.
Right. Do you have any idea your projected starting lineup, or is he going to wait till
you know what? I project that we'll start the Ware twins, Kyle, Norman, and Larry.
In terms of running up tempo, where do you feel like the team is at, not only from a physical conditioning standpoint, but even a mental kind of conditioning standpoint, with the idea to push it at this point?
We did a good job. I guess I can speak in general terms. The other day, I read that. I read the quotes from the UNLV coach. I didn't know I could say anything, but in general, we did a good job pushing the ball. We've got to get better. We've got to get in better conditions still. We've been doing a lot of up and down practice. Yesterday was a short practice, but it was all up and down. Yesterday, we practiced for just under 2 hours so that we could watch some film. And now in our new practice time, we have classes both before we practice and also, guys have practice, sometimes classes after practice. And so our the logistics of everything makes it a little more interesting and challenging. But we're getting up there today. We did a lot of review of all our sets and everything we put in this far, and then did a lot of running up and down the last hour of practice. So we want to. I think we've got a team that's good in the open court and good at pushing, and so I'm excited about that.
Is it hard to play fast offensively and to be a good defensive team, especially in transition?
Not so much in transition, but because we're still emphasizing our transition defense, what we're doing when we shoot it and spring back. There's going to be more guys rotating in and out as you play faster. But we've got to get better defensively. There's just no question. That's going to be a big thing for us, and continue to get better at our execution of the things we're trying to accomplish.
Coach, with the team that you guys have right now, only Josh and Tyler are the guys that have played in old Poly Pavilion. What's it like to have this team now coming out and really almost all of them playing in Poly Pavilion?
Well, see, the Wares never played a game in here. So I guess you're right, it was only Josh and Tyler that really returned to play in this building. So they're all excited. I mean, they're all pumped up. We had a nice event here Friday night. I know some of you were there. And it was really nice to have the students here. I think our players are pumped up. And, you know, the floor is so much better. You know, the lighting, I mean, you know, the scoreboard, just everything. You have the feel of a big-time arena, and it really, I think, is exciting for our players. I'm sure we can ask them that when they get in there in a few minutes.
Can you tell the difference in quality and energy of practices now that you move back into practice?
Yeah, it's definitely a better practice venue than what we've been in the last over a year. First of all, from a teaching standpoint, I can actually not echo every time I speak. Like in the men's gym, it was very difficult in that respect, a lot of echoing that occurred. Really hard to focus and concentrate when you have all that sound issue. And then it's just be on a normal size floor. I mean, it was a high school size floor in the men's gym. So this is much better. I remember the first couple of days of practice a week ago. I was like, wow, this floor is really long. Okay, this is normal. This is what we play. So, you know, a lot of that's been really good to be back in here because of that.
There's a lot of high expectations. I know that's nothing new for you guys. How are you handling that, given that you have so many new people you're going to be relying on freshmen?
Yeah, we're a very young team. We have one true senior in Larry. But yet, yeah, there are very high expectations, and you know, we have players that you look at the new kids coming in. They're all from outstanding high school programs. They've had a lot of success during their career, and we have you know, a lot of expectation going in based on the fact that you know, we got together this summer. And I thought we made progress this summer as a team, both with the 10 practices that we had and the games we played in China. And so, yeah, I'm really excited about it.
What kind of preparation have you guys started to do for Indiana State?
You know what, we'll do a lot more the next 2 days upcoming. You know, we did some stuff on them yesterday. You know, Indiana State is a very well-coached team that shoots the ball well. They've got a number of new players as well. They've got you know, some JC kids, new big kids. You know, they're big, they shoot it well, they're going to pressure the ball and really pack it in everywhere else defensively, mostly a man-to-man team. They run a lot of motion, not surprising from Indiana, you know. So, yeah, they're a hard team to guard, they're well coached, does a good job. But we'll try to break down and prepare for some of their sets that they go to the next 2 days and on the day of the game as well.
Is this game special for you, seeing as how it was Coach Wood at many other schools?
Yeah, no question. That's why you know, we chose. You know, everything ultimately in UCLA basketball relates back to John R. Wooden, and that's one thing I think is so special about this building. Now you come in here, Wooden way up there, you know, just capturing the history and tradition of what the coach set forth here, accomplished, and all the success, both on and off the floor. You know, the statue out in front that every student looks at every day as they walk to and from class for here forever. It's just fantastic. It's just, you know, a blessing. It's just beautiful. And they did a great job. I mean, you have to hats off again to the Chancellor and Dan and his team for the planning, the fundraising to make this all possible, because it really, this program deserves it, and it's just really nice. And most of all, again, it starts with and because of Coach Wood.
How much did you push for a new poly at the time when it was still?
Well, actually, you know, it's funny. I interviewed with Dan, you know, 10 years ago, and one of the things I said in my interview, you know, the facility's tired, and all, it really needs to be remodeled, and that was met with, you know, hey, the facility's fine, and we can compete at the national level, and you know, talk about that at the time, but you know, as time wanes on, you know, you see the need for it, and obviously Dan was, you know, one of the obviously driving forces behind getting this done. He's the boss. And again, I just like to mention, because I think it's so important, to point out that 20 years from now, people are going to look back and say, what a brilliant move to redo it when they did it, meaning during the economic downturn. When the original bids came in for exactly what we had was $180 million. They ended up getting it for $136 million because everybody's out of work. There was no work. And so it was a low, it was a real, much better bidding process. And then also you look at, the cost of money. Right now is historic lows to borrow. And, so they're going to look back and say, what a brilliant move by Chancellor Block and Dan, the hierarchy and the leadership of this university to move forward with this building. No
Where's the
question.
Howland wing? Where's the Howland wing?
I beg your
The
pardon?
new Howland wing.
Oh, no, there's no hell in mine. Just happy to be the coach here and feel very blessed and lucky and excited about Friday night. This is definitely a new era. It's exciting.
Coach, you've mentioned this a lot in the past, but can you talk a little bit about what Larry Drew means to this team?
What? Sorry?
What Larry Drew means to this team?
Yeah, Larry's playing well for us right now, and very good decision making. I think he's playing well offensively. He's really got a good feel. I mean, I wish we had him for more than a year. That's my only regret. Larry's a key for us this season. And he's, like I said before, our most indispensable player. We really cannot afford to lose. If there's any one player I said we can't afford to lose, it's Larry Drew.
And this is a guy that you recruited all the way back from high school. Can you talk a little bit about the maturity that you've seen just over the years?
Yeah, I don't know about over the years because I've only had him since a year ago, really coaching him when he arrived. The year actually was the spring. What year would it be that we're in 12? I guess the spring of 10. Is that right? But he's definitely, Larry's been through a lot. He's been under the microscope and scrutiny of the whole thing at North Carolina. And I think ultimately adversity makes you stronger if you handle it the right way. And I think it's helped him. And I also think he's just much happier. He's a very close-knit family. And I just think he's so much happier here at home. So I'm happy for him.
Coach, a lot of coaches, if they're only not a player 1 year, they wouldn't, welcome that player as a transfer. Why were you so open to Larry being here?
He's a real good player. Plain and simple.
And how much do you have to guard against too much hoopla and excitement for the opening game and first time this team's going to take the floor together?
There's going to be, that's just natural. That's just human nature in terms of our players being excited. But I think they'll settle down. I mean, these guys have all played big games before, and there's no question it's a big game. It's an exciting game. And you can't let all the hoopla stuff take away from the focus of what we're here to do. It's to, play well and hopefully win.
Anything else? Okay.
Okay, thank you very much.